so here's the final video. We're gonna do breaking down the EP a different way. This is the final song called Nowhere. This is a song Ethan brought in. And then I'll play some of it, and then we'll kind of go through some of the tracks and talk about a little bit of the songwriting as well. Yeah, so this song, like I said, this was an Ethan song. He had a lot of it. Tabitha helped a little bit with the verse, and I believe Tabitha did the chorus melody and words. She might have also helped a little bit with the words on the verse as well, but I can't remember that exactly. Yeah, this one's super cool. Really cool riff by Ethan. Kind of like kind of math rocky, I guess. Cool part. And unlike a lot of the other songs on this EP, pretty wet vocals. Some Valhalla presets. And their vocals sound great together on this song. Then I overdubbed bass. This was just one take. Palm muting, again, Univox P-bass copy with flats. I kind of messed with some stuff on it, make it sound a little different. I put this the CLA bass plugin for this chorus. Is pretty cool without it. And the plugin just kind of widens it a little bit, which I thought was kind of a cool sound for this song. Also, rock percussion. So on site, we just found some rocks, and I just did one take of kind of using them as the shaker. And then same with the bass. I mean, we didn't do this to a click or anything. It was live outdoors, so there's a little bit of fluctuation in the time, but it sounds pretty cool to me. And the rocks were recorded with a stereo pair, so they kind of sit in a really interesting spot in the mix. Sits differently than if you were to just put a single mic, like an overhead on a shaker or something. It's cool. You can hear the planes and stuff. It's pretty cool. I wonder if you have a little bit of the stereo mic in there. Again, I had to mess with this one because there's a lot of background noise. This is everything in it. A lot of stuff. So it adds just some space, but it's in there subtly. Without it. And back in. This adds a little bit of dimension to the mix. Kind of interesting slide sound. I was playing slide on my K parlor guitar. And something I like to do is I'll always take the DI. This one has a DeArmond sound hole pickup, the DI and mic, and I'll pan them left and right, and then I'll offset. I'll just physically drag one of them a little bit farther back, and it kind of gives it, it's almost like a stereo slap, but it kind of just makes it sit in an interesting spot. You can hear that it's kind of dragged back. Just the DI by itself on the right. left the mic. I love that sound of the slightly offset mics. I do that all the time. So this one we were trying to present it how it was, but still trying to be creative with the sounds. I told Justin Sepulveda engineered this, to think kind of Tiny Desk for the presentation of it. But when I was mixing it for a lot of the songs, I wasn't thinking Tiny Desk. I was trying to still make some sounds that weren't present on the site. Like on Pollination Song, I put some chorus plugins on an acoustic guitar, and like I'm doing with the slide here, it's not super natural. Some elements are, but some sounds I still wanted to be able to be creative. Because it is, we're still making a record, you know, it is live, but it's not like a live performance per se, but it was recorded live, and it's still, we're making a record, so I was trying to be creative with the sounds. And that being said, I think we did find a good happy medium, because I was kind of pushing for more of a studio sound, and Ethan and Tabitha wanted everything to be drier and more natural. And I think where we met was a nice medium between the two, where it still presents as being outside, but literally outside, but it still has some elements from more of a traditional like pop record. Hallowed and burning, all we can do is stop and stay. And I think this is one of Ethan's best vocals. And they appear, they're changing me, reasons unclear. And I'm aware the weight on you's too much to bear. The strongest don't stay the longest. The honest have much more promise. I'm honest. I'm honest. I promise. I promise. And I really like that outro, that this part here, Ethan does. I don't know if this was the intention, but to me, it really, because the whole theme of the EP is nature, and there's a lot of nature conservation themes, this outro really kind of bookends it. And the way I feel when I listen to it is like, this is in your hands now. It leaves it not on a set positive or a set negative. It's like, it's up to you now. It kind of has that uneasy feeling where it doesn't give you, the listener, a firm resolution to the story, because the story is still happening, and you know, it's up to us to make it, to essentially fix what we did. So that's a cool outro. And also I really like this solo outro with the guitar and the vocals. Tabitha's vocal sounds great here. She's an amazing singer, so it's super high in her range, but it doesn't sound too wispy or airy. There's still enough body in the falsetto. The strongest don't stay the longest. And she told me she was focusing really hard here. She sounds amazing though. Have much more promise. I'm honest. I'm honest. I promise. Little car noise. she's a great singer, so it doesn't sound like it still sounds like she's singing, sometimes really high stuff like that. You can kind of lose that it's like a human doing that. It sounds like a saxophone or like a synth or something, but you can tell like she's still singing there. She has a really good control of her voice. And that was a really cool outro chords by Ethan as well. I'll solo those. Yeah, super cool. So this song, Nowhere, it was really Ethan and Tabitha's creation. I didn't do much. I just kind of added on top of a finished song the slide and bass and rock percussion and, mix it, of course. But like I've said before, I've said this many times, it's as a producer, it's very easy to do my job when the song is good. I don't have to do anything to this. I'm totally fine showing up and putting my name on it if the song is good. I don't have to shape it in any certain way. I just wanted to present it how it was, and it was already a great song. So, so yeah, and yeah, you could see the previous name was I Want to Go There. I'm really bad with names, so I won't know the name of a song until like months after it's out because I just can't remember the actual name we've agreed upon. But yeah, so that was the last song on A Different Way. I hope you guys liked the production breakdowns and mixing breakdowns. We're also going to try to have some more videos of Ethan and Tabitha talking about everything. This was me more from a technical side and kind of how I view the music, so that's how it's presented to you guys. But I'll have Ethan and Tabitha also kind of talk about the music, how they see it, because they are really the songwriters in the Cecilias, and they have a lot of it. They have a much different focus than I do. So yeah, thank you very much.